Gentlemen, today what we're going to be focusing on is how to iron a dress shirt. I'm going to show you the 3 things that you'll need and how to iron a shirt in less than 60 seconds. Let's get started. The first thing that you'll need for ironing is an ironing bench. You have 2 ends that you can use for ironing. I tend to use the bigger side whenever it comes to pressing. The next 2 things you'll need is an iron and a spray bottle full of water. With the iron, you have the option of using water within and using the steam effect. I tend to just use the bottle spray, fill that up with water, and spray throughout the entire process. One of the important steps before pressing your shirt is just to open the shirt and look at the label based on what is the description of the fabric. And it'll show within that exactly what settings you should have when you're pressing your shirt. Once you have that, you set it up on your iron and you're good to go. Once the iron is set to the correct setting, just something that I always do is grab the bottle, spray it a little bit, get the steam, and it's just something that makes me feel like a professional whenever I'm pressing my shirt. So when we look at a shirt, the 3 main things that you need to press is the collar, the front, and then the inside of the sleeves. Especially when you're wearing a jacket, that's what we're going to focus on in this one. When you line up the shirt, just make sure you're getting as much. We're going to be focusing on the front first. You're going to spray it down, and you can use as much water as you like before you start pressing. You want to be firm in that press and just keep pulling on the fabric as you continue to press. You don't need to spend too much time. Once again, we're just focusing on the areas that's going to be visible when you're wearing your jacket. So when you're finished doing the front, one of the things that you need to do is just pivot the shirt slightly to get a little bit more of the shoulder area. So you can just position it so that you can get each and every angle of the shoulder and the chest. When looking at the sleeve, make sure that you release the gauntlet button, the one that's halfway down the wrist. You want to get that area so that it's basically frees up the entire sleeve. I tend to not focus on the outside, I only iron the inside. And the reason for that is I just don't want to break down the fabric. So when you open it up, just make sure you get a nice good press in there. And once again, just continue to spray as much as you can, and it just gives a longer lasting effect to that press. The last area of focus, we've done the front and the sleeve, is the collars. So what you do is you flip it up, spread it out accordingly, spray some water on it. Once again, water is your best friend when it comes to ironing. You press it down and really just focus on following the curve of the collar. You have the option of doing the other end, but like the rule of the sleeve, I tend to focus on the back side. You want to press it down and follow the edge. No different than folding a piece of paper, is now you have a nice crisp collar, and that's how you iron your dress shirt, guys.